Good evening and welcome to this casting of CML Dota. Tonight we will be starting ourselves off with FU, Feeders Unfed versus TNG. We're going to be doing a two-parter today, so it'll be first off these two going up against each other, then TNG will be carrying on and they will be going on to go up against the second team, I assume, of FU, which will be FSU.
Feeders stay unfed.
Exactly. And as normal, my name is Steve, otherwise known as Steve. And joining me is my good friend Graham, otherwise known as KitsuneAre better.
Because they are. Yeah. We just had a bit of a trouble getting into the game, but now that it's going, classic, South African Dota, 15 minutes late. We're looking at the bans, and Mars is the first ban for Feeders Unfed, which is a very interesting, followed by Hoodwink. What?
Yeah. Well, we're now talking about a new patch, new Dota. Here we go again. Once again, finding ourselves where our feet are. What is the meta going to be? Who's going to be the next broken character?
Yeah. Looking on the side of TNG, their bans are very much global presence heroes, and then AA makes me think that they want to get some sort of healer support, or at least have the option open for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's also the continuation there of the AA being that global, and then, as you say, plus sort of tank removal.
Yeah. Because for those of you who don't know, AA's ult means that your offlaner, who builds all those tank items, can't use the last 15% of his health bar.
Plus the fact that all of that extra healing stuff that he built is now pretty useless. And followed up with the Magnus.
Yeah. FU's pick here is probably going to be Venge. Because Spear, Magnus. Yeah.
Okay.
So my reasoning for that was all of the picks there had repositioning tools, and Venge was the last one that I remember being meta in the pool.
Do you have the lotto numbers?
Apparently the lotto's rigged, so it won't help you anyway.
Oh, okay, well, that's fair.
Moving on, OD being banned after seeing the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor did get slightly nerfed in the previous patch. His Death Ward with Aghanim no longer has True Strike, so evasion kind of helps against him.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of the fact that he gets a phase shift plus free ult.
Yeah, also evasion isn't going to help you. You can build like 15 talismans, it's not going to help you evade that maledict.
Oh no. Also, you can evade the damage, but you still have to stand there and wait as the rest of his team munches down on your ankles as you wait for his free phase shift Death Ward to end, whether you're evading the damage or not.
OD's just a lane bullier for every lane he goes into.
Yeah,
and
but he's
then
just really good.
Void. Yeah. Faceless Void is the Chronosphere, you just don't want to lose to a Chronosphere.
Yeah, Void has solidly been for probably the last few months, certainly the last patch or two, he's been what you might consider the hardest late game carry, because it doesn't really matter how built you are. If he can hold you still for 4 seconds and beat the crap out of you, there's not really much that'll be able to survive through that.
Yeah, the other issue is they already have one of the combos with the Void in the Witch Doctor, because if the Witch Doctor puts the Death Ward outside of the Chronosphere, it can still shoot into the bubble of stop time.
I remember the good old days where you used to be able to drop the Death Ward inside of it, and it took people a good 2 years to realize that wasn't a thing anymore.
I still remember winning games because someone Chronosphered and the Witch Doctor dropped his ult inside the Chronosphere. Okay. So Luna getting banned out. The issue with Luna is in the hands of competent carry. She can just hyper feed off of creeps.
Oh, as Doom comes up. He's been a bit of a staple in really, when you say high level Dota, like the really high level Dota. He's just been so solid for so long because he almost guarantees that you're going to get gold. So you're pretty much always going to get items, one or another.
Yeah, also he's very good if you build aura and regen items on him. And you can build aura and regen items on him if you're TNG, because you banned out AA and picked the Witch Doctor, so...
There have been a few complaints recently about Doom being Mr. Walking Simulator. Normal Reddit comments. Doom someone, and then walk menacingly at them.
Yes. Tree is the counter to the Doom. Counter pick.
Is he though?
Well, in lane, Tree's a bit of a problem because,
Okay.
Yeah,
He's just a bully everywhere though. It doesn't really. It's like countering Doom in the same way that you counter everybody.
yeah. So the issue is Doom's melee, so
Yeah. Okay.
it's a bit harder. It's a bit harder to get through Tree's zoning. But
Yeah,
if they
taking
put
100
Doom
damage
Witch
to the
Doctor-
face every time he auto attacks you is not ever fun.
Yeah, if you put Doom Witch Doctor together in the same lane, that could kind of mitigate the issue. But then, if you picked Witch Doctor as a 5, moving him, it's still early in the draft, but still.
Oh dear. Dawnbreaker.
That's one of the global presences that they didn't pan out.
Mrs. Thunderthars makes it through.
Yes. Io's still in the pool too, but
Ah,
I
yeah,
don't think
no.
we're going to see it.
IO takes a very specific player. Picking IO means that you have an IO player. It's not whether it's good or not at any point in time, you know. IO's gone through so many different phases of ups and downs and buffs and nerfs and all the rest of that. But no matter what happens, if you have a good IO player, you're picking IO regardless of what happens.
Yeah, you can. If you have someone who can play Io on your team, you can pick him in any patch.
Yeah.
But Dawnbreaker, more specifically for this game, is the global presence.
Yeah.
Tree also, but not really. Like he can heal across map, but it's not.
I've got to
it's, like,
admit,
useful.
I would say Tree and Protector and Dawnbreaker in a lane together is something that I personally would not want to have to put up with.
Yeah. So
as a
Grimstroke,
carry.
he's decent just by himself now. You don't have to pick him for his combos, but combos that he has in the team are double doom,
Double
casket.
Doom, double casket. Ay, ay, ay. You do.
Yeah.
It's going to be a matter of fact that at some point there's going to be 2 caskets flying around, and nobody wants to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna not be good. The only problem I foresee is both supports don't really have ways to save themselves.
Yeah, there's no
aside
hard
from
save.
the Witch Doctor Death Ward shot.
Drow Ranger.
Oh,
Okay. I'm very worried about this Drow for the same reason I was about to say the supports. If this Venge manages to get cast
Yeah.
rank, she can just pull anyone on this team and they are screwed.
Except
There
for
is
the Doom.
nothing. Well,
I wouldn't.
Even
If
the
Doom gets Ags, you could grief pretty hard. As Venge.
yeah. Yeah, that's fair. But like even the Doom doesn't really have a way to get out if he gets pulled into the middle of 4 people.
Now, as I say, Mr. Walk.
Yeah. No one on this team has a way to get out, so
No,
forced off,
I
they
must
could be-
admit they very much want to be the ones who are controlling the tempo. Oh, yo.
Yeah, that's gonna put a bit of a stopper in that plan.
I am not looking forward to the situations that I suspect New God may be in the near future.
10 seconds.
So let's see, they have Treant to heal their towers, Dawnbreaker who can just farm and come to every fight anyway, and then Nagasaran who can push every single lane on the map with her illusions.
They don't.
Yeah.
They have Grimstroke Stroke to clear the illusions, and that's about it. I can't really see. Okay, no, the arrows, the
Arrows
arrow
from
waves
Drow.
from Drow.
Players ban.
Lena
gets
getting-
banned out.
Yeah, that's good because again, illusion clear. Invoker gone.
Interesting. I don't know why they banned the Invoker in this situation. I
What?
mean, maybe the Treant? So they're thinking Treant alt Cataclysm. Maybe?
Feeders Unfed probably has a really good Invoker player, but like
10 seconds.
the
remaining.
Invoker's not that hero who can just 1v5 anymore. You need to have him in a team where he can't unintentionally grief, and this team you can very much unintentionally grief.
Yeah. I suppose the Naga, actually, now that I think about it, if you time the Naga sleep quite well, you can...
Oh yes, with Apocalypse.
Yeah, you
I
can
see what-
double Cataclysm. And,
And then you tornado your own Cataclysm and get angry at yourself.
yeah. We're hearing a little bit of a little birdie in the back of our heads, otherwise known as stream chat. Apparently, us is a brilliant Invoker player, so there you go with the couple combos. So it might be a combination of respect ban plus combo ban.
Yeah.
It is Radiant's ban.
Windrunner. So I'm still
Windrunner?
not going to be able to watch my favorite Ginger run around.
Yeah. At least I got my Mama Dragon.
Yeah, last
The
time.
previous game we casted.
Yeah.
Windrunner, I'm trying to think of what the issue is with
10
that.
seconds
The
remaining.
nerf to Witch Doctor means that her Windrun now makes her immune to his
Oh
attack.
yeah,
5
yeah, that's fair.
seconds remain.
That makes
And
me
then-
very happy. I actually didn't think about that.
Yeah, I don't believe Drow's ult has True Strike anymore, and even if it does, Windrunner
No, it does.
can
It
just
does.
stick
It does
to
have
her
True
like you.
Strike still. But,
Okay, well, again, it gets deactivated if someone gets within a certain radius of her, and Windrunner can just stick to her, especially with Ags.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Quap banned out again, wave
10
clear.
seconds.
Yeah, everyone's getting rid of all the mids that they might see going up.
5 seconds.
What are we
Yeah,
thinking?
on
Dragon
your god.
Knight's still decent,
Dragon Knight's still good for either of these teams.
but I would say better on. I know, actually, good on both sides. Actually,
Yeah, very good on both sides. I don't know how good Necrophos is right now, but that could be very good. He doesn't
yeah, I
fit.
don't think he got buffed as Puck makes it through. Your old-time signature hero from years past.
Way back when I still had reflexes and was young.
Yes.
On the new guard, this is the time to pull out the mid dazzle
10
against the Nagasars.
No.
5
So,
seconds remain.
continuing on the thought of Necro, by the way, he did get pretty heavily battered into next week, and there were no buffs really to speak of in this last patch, so I'd be
Yeah.
surprised to see it.
It's
What do
a
our
good
guesses?
team on
Dragon
this
Knight.
side.
I'm saying Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knights, TA. Problem is you can't compete with farm.
Well, we're going to find out in 1 second, hopefully, as they lock in Pangolier.
Choose your hero.
It's 2024,
Pangolier.
guys. Pick a real hero.
Okay, Quinn. Yeah, the Pangolier does give them some wave clear against the Nagasaran, and the just mountain of creeps that's going to be pushing in.
I don't normally make comments about the sets on heroes, but what the hell is going on with that Puck?
Okay, so Puck has 3 different prismatic gems, and you can put all of them
What
on her at the same
in
time.
the living hell is that? It is so cancerous. Kill it with fire.
So one of them you get 2 of the prismatic gems from, and then her
10
immortal, and then
seconds
the
remaining.
frost prismatic gem.
Oh boy.
5
Yeah, you're
Alrighty
just gonna be
then.
missing it.
Remain.
That
Anyway, so lineup. Which side are we looking at? Feeders?
Hmm.
I'm saying feeders unit, unfed.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say Feeder's Unfed because again, I don't see how they're dealing with the Venge just pulling someone out of their formation.
Yeah. And they all very much require positioning, and Puck and Naga are both pretty good at anti-positioning in the tree and getting in backlines, causing chaos. It's just rough. It's not a
Yeah.
bad team, it's just there's too many answers.
Fun fact: if you get Dream Coiled and then swapped, the Dream Coil breaks.
Yes. I can see
So I
some
don't know-
fun.
I don't know how much we're gonna see that, but if the Puck manages to get a 5-man Dream Coil, then they just actually can't do anything about the person who gets swapped.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just sort of stand there, leashed up to a
Yeah.
pole, watching their friend get beaten senseless.
The big thing, though, that is going for TNG is the root, the branch armor, whatever it's called, from Treant, and the global heal from Dawnbreaker are not going to be useful because Doom.
Well, we start off then.
Prepare for battle.
So, in this game of Feeders United, Feeders Unfed, excuse me, versus TNG. So, leading us off is Mr. Man with a Van. He'll be playing your Dawnbreaker today in the offlane position. Next, we have Ice. He will be playing the puck in mid with the most cursed set ever. Followed up, we have the Treant Protector being played by Mo. I'm going to call him Mo because I don't feel like putting that accent on every single time. 333 will be our Naga carry for the day. And last will be Ares on the Venge. Then, on the side of TNG, we have Mr. Diano. He will be playing your
30
Witch Doctor today.
seconds and counting.
Outlier. I see what you did there. He will be playing by Grimstroke. Mr. FICO damage? Yeah, FICO damage, that'll be it. He will be playing the Drow. Dr. OG. He'll be playing your Pangolier. And last, we have ourselves Mr. Porra. He'll be your offlane Doom for today. So, as we line ourselves up a bit here, ready into all posturing towards bottom lane, sort of safe thing. A lot of smoke ganks going on nowadays. Shenanigans.
Yeah. The whole 5 people smoke and then go through, like, around through the fountain where the Lotus is spawned, through the ancient camp, then arriving at your left side of your hard radiant. That sort of stuff is happening more and more often, but
Well, we're
no
starting
shenanigans
off
today.
mid puck versus it's normally around about now where I'd ask you who the favorite is in mid, but I suppose a better way to ask would be how far do you think puck's going to be ahead of the Pango?
You see, here's the problem with this matchup in particular, is it is very much does the puck dodge? Like literally that's what wins the matchup, because if the Pango gets too many Qs on her, she has to play very safe. But if she manages to dodge them all, it's just wasted mana from him.
Yeah. We see the normal slap fight going on between the two supports on top lane here. Witch Doctor so far getting the worst of it as I completely missed First Blood like a nooblet. In bottom lane, Doom and Grimstroke managing to charge down and followed up by a kill on top with the Witch Doctor getting low.
Yeah.
As I called it.
I'm sorry to say the puck's winning mid.
Yep, and mid, it looks like Pango, he's going to make sure that he's going to be able to return this, because the pause comes out at a very awkward time. The last auto attack coming through.
He's fine.
He is fun, except that there's 3 seconds left on the illusory orb, but I think he'll be far enough away to be able to dodge that.
Yeah, but more importantly, Puck already has Bottle coming out for her, and we all know how strong Bottle is
nice.
in mid.
That is nice. Was that a dig at me? Or were you just making a statement? Okay, I just...
that was 100% dig at you. I'm so used to this guy complaining about anything that's getting bottles.
Oh boy. I have a love-hate relationship with bottles, let me tell you.
So, looking at the supports, Witch Doctor is TPing back to top. So there's going to be no help coming from him through to the Pango if Pango needs it.
Yeah,
Protector.
At this point, I know
deal,
it's really weird, at the risk of cutting you off there, but this last auto attack might hit him. If it does, he's down to what, 10-ish health, a little bit more, and then he just has to stand around for a while, watching the puck farm.
Someone called the doctor?
Yep. So, to answer your question of how far is the puck going to be ahead, yes.
The answer is yes. Okay, I agree. So, it looks like the Mr. 333 is back. I assume that's a joke somewhere along the lines about being halfway to hell, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, or it could be Weeha.
Yeah, well, we're back on now. The mid, that last hit did hit him, 15 health. And,
yeah, so now he's gonna.
Now
have
he
to
gets
eat,
to stand.
Yeah, he gets to stand and watch and munch on some trees.
Oh! Spoke too soon.
Mm-hmm.
My paws come straight back out again.
Yeah. You know how people say that gamers should touch grass? Well, in Dota we eat grass.
Yes. Or trees, whichever is closest to us.
Depends what map skin you're using, I guess.
Speaking of, I think I'm on the Immortal Gardens.
Oh,
I
look at
think
it
I'm
go.
on that too. Yeah, I see some cherry blossoms around, so.
Yeah, and me. We're both on the same one, I think. Oh,
Yep.
Naga's back. Woo! The
To
real
be honest,
question is
though-
how back.
Yeah, to be honest though, unless the lag is like horrendous after 8 minutes, you really don't care about lag on Naga.
Yeah,
You're playing a single player game at that point.
I was gonna say it then becomes PVE. All right, and we're away again. Hopefully for good this time.
The same threat.
In mid lane, once again we continue with the Voyo game. That is playing against the puck in mid.
So, both off lanes getting up to a lead in the early game. So if this continues, I am favoring
You have
feeders
to be
for this.
careful here in mid. This is starting to get
He-
unfortunate. Has jumped
might
forward
be
from the
baited.
Ice Wrath, and he's going to throw a couple more attacks with 1 or 2 more right clicks. No, he manages to get the jump off. Just
heal.
about surviving there.
Yeah.
Definitely playing with fire there. Preemptive heal coming out there from the Tree and Protector, which is quite nice, giving a bit of assist to the puck to make sure he doesn't take too much damage while he's out there.
Yeah, the armor helps so much when it comes to tanking up tower hits. That is one thing. Both off lanes have gotten off to a fairly decent start against their respective
As
safe
in
lanes.
top
As they're
lane?
going in on the Naga.
Yep. No, top
As
lane they
well.
managed to bring down the Witch Doctor. Bottom lane, as you say, going on the Naga, but there's the Tree and heal. Will be there to slow things down a little bit.
So, thinking of these lanes, if this continues, I do favor feeders more because of just the carry matchup. Naga versus Drow, when both are behind, Naga's going to be...
Yeah, Naga naturally builds up on her own way.
Yeah.
However, the Drow's got some decent last hits in, hey? If you look at the overall, ignoring the fact that we have the not a real hero in mid, you know, he's struggling for last hits a little bit, but actually not that bad. I mean, 4 last hits behind a couple of denies going the way of Puck. There's a little bit of damage coming out here. Arts needs to be a little bit more careful here. Some damage being thrown out by OG, but it won't be any further than that, I don't think.
Yeah.
He
now here
manages
comes-
to buy himself a little bit of farm, though.
Yeah. Now here comes that thing of, does the puck dodge? Because if the puck doesn't dodge, then the Pango wins the trade. If the puck does dodge, then the Pango loses.
Yeah, as you say, the
Vengeance.
shield crash didn't manage to dodge in time there. Coming in mid, going to be able to do a little bit of damage to Dr. OG over here. Did he get himself a water rune? He did. There's a stun coming out. Manages to get the mango off at the last second. A couple more auto attacks coming out. The second one misses uphill though, so the bottle will be able to fully charge the whole way through. Gets himself a bounty rune. Will he be able to heal himself up a little bit more with shield crash? Comes down. Going to be able to throw out the swashbuckler as well, but he thinks better of it. He's going to try to start running away now, and yeah. Looks like he will lose out big time though, so health for health, that will put him behind the puck again. Which is a bit unfortunate because he just managed to get himself even again on that front.
Yeah. So in the early game, health is more important based on your positioning, and they just...
Oh,
traded forward
and
to-
with a couple more right clicks, will he be able to bring him down? No! Once again, the shield crash saves himself. He's got all of 20 health. I think this one is pretty much inevitable. It's about how long it'll take us to be able to chase him down. There comes the... And yeah,
there you go.
with the last jump heal. I think that one was pretty much inevitable from when he initiated. It was just a case of how long he would last for and how many last hits he could sneak on the way down.
Yeah, full level up advantage on the puck, so managing to reach level 6 before the Pango. So we're going to see if she rotates and makes anything of it, or if she just stays in mid and pushes her advantage further.
Well, that is the, I suppose, one beauty of Puck is the choice is yours. You know, the lane abuser or ganker, you can do both pretty much.
Yeah. Very odd skill build. Hasn't 2-2-1-1.
Yeah.
Dire's courier has been
Normally you try to max because you get extra damage from them, right? As both of the 4 positions and one of the 5th positions currently sneaking towards mid. I suppose trying to look for some sort of equalizer play going on here, but I don't think Grimstroke knows that the Treant is here. There's going to be a little bit of a follow-up, and with a few more auto attacks, Grimstroke tries to steal, but he will not be able to get that haste screen, and now Puck has haste. And with the Venge there, they're going to be able to throw out the Dream Call. The Shield Crash will delay situation a little bit more there, but there is still the Dream Call on him, and with that they will be able to bring him down. Now Witch Doctor jumps in there. He manages to dodge out of the stun, and with a few more right clicks and both of the supports there to assist, we find ourselves a nice little 3 for nothing in mid towards FU.
Yeah, both of the TNG supports are still stuck at level 3, whereas Treant is 4 and Venge is 3. Oh, Drow. No!
Oop. One more right click. There we go. Oh dear.
Stuck around a bit too long.
Yeah.
So, score looks bleak, but net worth advantage isn't that bad.
Very equal, yeah.
Sort of prize.
But that's the Doom
XP.
effect.
Yeah, also XP is more important at this point.
Yeah. Well, you look at
Especially
it.
because of the support.
One big thing also kind of skewing the results a little bit here is both of the supports on TNG are below both of the supports on FU, and Witch Doctor is a very broke boy. There's in mid lane another trade going on. Doesn't look like anything will be going on as far as kills, they're just poking each other down a bit. Playing a game
Going
of
in on Drow.
chicken.
Analysis.
Top lane, there comes the stun with the spin. They're not going to quite be able to finish that off. A nice casket at the last second will save the Drow's life. Trying to find out a little bit extra damage here, cause a bit of chaos, but this Venge combo with oh wow!
Dream Call mid going in on the Pango.
Continuation, there's a
Grimstroke
Treant around. Grimstroke comes in to try and assist, but not happening. Doom now, he's tired of this. He's going to run down. He should be able to bring himself with one more right click. He gets himself a return kill. It's a mid for a 5 though. I'd like to say Drow, by the way, lived with probably 10 health.
Scanning for enemies.
So, you know when you look at the patch notes, right, and the reduce the Venge wave of terror by 10 damage. Now you know why. As Grimstroke finding himself low, overstayed his welcome a little bit in mid lane with the silence and jump forward. Us captures himself a nice lead. Continuing to go on now. Top lane, sort of the inevitable Venge was hunting down Drow and didn't take into account that the Pangolier would be coming back.
There is little hope for
Yeah. So rotations coming in from everyone. Ooh, this
Yeah, comes
looks
Puck.
like
Yeah,
this
he's going
could
to try and
be-
wrap around the back. Us going to go in on OG. Starts getting a little bit of damage on him. Couple right clicks for now. The missed on the swashbuckle, but with the shield crash, we'll be able to buy a little bit more time again. Now the Dream Call, it is out. They're going to be able to start throwing it down with the jump forward. They will get themselves a nice 1-2, and yeah.
3 level advantage between the mids. This Puck is massive.
So I think your estimation of how far is this Puck going to be ahead of yes, I think was a more or less good estimation of the amount.
Yeah. Still don't have the lot of numbers for you, unfortunately.
That's fine. So
Tree
it is quite telling though that at the moment they have a very big kill advantage, just be honest. But the gold, really not that huge. 2k net worth lead, it could be a lot worse at this point.
Yeah.
As
They are
they are
managing to
smoke
get
wrapping
on.
around in top here. The Mrs. Thunder Thighs following the angry ghost chicken.
Yes. The Treant has got his ult up.
Hunting around a little bit, continuing this fight in mid as they might accidentally run into this Drow, and I think they will. There comes the stun, jump forward, and with the slam down.
For me. Don't even blink.
Drow 0, Thunder Thowers, and Angry Chicken Lady 2.
Yeah. This Witch Doctor is just trying to get his ult. That is what he is doing here. Like, if he gets 6 and dies, it's worth it.
That doesn't
But
look
I
like
don't
he's
think
going to
he
get
is.
that luxury as they just chase him down. There comes the stun. 1 or 2 more right clicks and another very, very easy kill. This offlane has collapsed, it's safe to say.
Yeah, while that was going on, the Doom and the Pango went in on the Naga, but no Doom came out. The actual spell, not the hero. So Naga just songed them both and TP'd away.
She got up and walked away.
Yes. As you're so fond of saying with your voice lines,
That's
got
got
to
to
suck.
suck. Yes, yes indeed. There are not enough voice lines in this game. I need more toxicity.
If you
As
is taking
Drow
this top tower,
goes mid lane to try and get some farm, and Ars decided that that was not part of the playbook. I'm sorry, Pangalia, you are level 7. That is a level 11 puck.
with Witchblade.
Check yourself, sir.
There is a wraparound going around. If they manage to get a Doom onto this puck, they might bring her down.
Yeah, unfortunately, Doom had smoked, but he ran right into the back of a tree and Protector who was covering that flank.
Yeah.
They are looking to try and start something as he hits the Scorched Earth to try and move forward. Puck picks himself
And
up
he gets
the
the Doom.
illusion and he manages to get the Doom. With 1 or 2 more right clicks, no, but here comes in Mrs. Thunderthowers. She's going to get quite angry about this stack. Going to be able to immediately bring down the Grimstroke, but now with the Witch Doctor ult, it's cranking out and it's going to be able to do beautifully as the Thunder rolls by the Pangalia, managing to kill so much time. And as you said, the Witch Doctor ult, once he got it, just was absolutely shredded them in a 4 for 2.
There was a swap that could have stopped it, but unfortunately she used it on the wrong hero. If she swapped the Witch Doctor there, that fight turned around immediately for them. But, while that happened, Naga Siren got 20 lost hits.
That's just Naga Siren things.
That's the unfortunate thing when you're playing against like heroes like Naga Siren or PL. Yay, we killed 4 of them, guys, with 2 of our heroes. Okay, but where was the PL? Where was the Naga? Right.
Oh, dang it. Oh, no. And you say that, you look at the last hits. Okay, when was the last time you looked at the last hit graph?
I've had it open this entire time. That's why
That's
I know
good.
that the Naga is not hating life right now.
Oh, dear. While you were killing heroes, I was farming.
Yeah.
While you were pushing towers, I was farming.
This puck is playing very aggressively, but TNG
Oh, you got the
is
Invis rune.
around.
That level advantage that he had is no longer around, and he decides he's going to try and commit on OG with 1 or 2 more right clicks. Throws everything in the kitchen sink and manages to bring down OG before anyone was able to respond to it. So,
And got back the level advantage.
yep. Invis rune used to perfection. Nice and easy.
That was
Gonna find
almost great
himself
for
illusion
TNG.
rune too.
Oh, Doom. Doom. No! He went for the XP rune.
That is the wrong town, sir. And, oh no. Guys, Naga's got enough farm. You really don't need that. There's triple ancient stacks going on in this bottom area.
That was one
33?
stack from,
That is a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Be a
that
bit
was-
careful here.
one stack from FU and 1 stack from TNG that they just put.
Yeah,
Took.
it looks like all they did was soften it up, though. Unfortunately, that is a lot of damage in creeps. 2 support's going to continue trying to bring it down, though. In the meantime,
How many
Doom is
ancient-
back, and he is not happy. Again, the Naga song managing to get off before he is able to throw the Doom down. I have to believe that if he managed to get that Doom out on Naga before she song, that was probably a dead Naga.
Yeah, most likely.
Dig that.
I wonder how many ancients in a group there needs to be for the tree and ult to be worth it just to take the ancient.
I think the answer is always at least 1 more. Now, you've got to be very careful here, Grimstroke. The entire team's here, and just as it is said, so shall it be done to bring themselves down. But now here comes the Rolling Thunder. Going to be able to try and roll around. There is a Witch Doctor ult. They're going to be able to throw out a little bit. Does some damage to the Dawnbreaker. I don't think it'll be quite enough. But now with the continuation of the Rolling Thunder, they're going to be able to do quite a lot of damage to the Witch. Sorry, to the Vengeful Spirit as Venge goes down. The Doom being held until the last second, managed to bring down the puck. Now Dawnbreaker, she's going to try and come back in with the Maledictor. Will be able to bring down the Drow, but will go down herself to the Pangolier. And once again, a 4-for-1 trade this time. That is actually some really, really good play from TNG.
It is some amazing play. They did lose the tower during that, but it was 100% worth it.
Yeah, I gotta say, this Pango, considering how far behind he was and how hard of a game he had, he has been doing absolute wonders, causing chaos on the backline for FU.
Yeah, I don't want to put like too fine a point on it and keep repeating these points. They didn't kill the Naga.
Yep. 175 lost hits. She's
The
now...
entire net worth lead for FU is on this Naga right now.
Yeah, we have ourselves a situation where the Naga is currently on more than 10 lost hits a minute. Before the 20-minute mark, it's starting to get a little bit difficult.
Yeah, Naga knows Doom isn't down, so it goes and bullies him for a bit.
There is a smoke up here. They're going to try and bring themselves some sort of return damage. Grimstrike finds himself the tree and protector, but there is a lot more standing behind. As Puck blinks over, he's going to be able to get himself the joiner, but now there's the double casket that you were talking about. The Witch Doctor ult goes up, but it's not going to be able to last long enough. They're going to be able to bring him down. And now, what can Dr. OG do in this situation? He's just going to Rolling Thunder and trying to bail out, and manages to just about dodge the Dream Coil. That must have been frame perfect, because I thought that got him.
Yeah, with the Pango being held in place with the tree and ult, there's just no AoE damage for them. The Witch Doctor ult doesn't have the Ags yet, so there was no bouncing in between people.
Yeah, and they didn't have the Doom. Most important part, no Doom.
Yeah. The casket did do wonders for keeping them in place, but no damage, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, up until that fight, by the way, Doom was the highest net worth in the game, even.
And now it's been taken over by the Puck.
Yeah. So if he'd been around, that fight might have gone differently. The double casket, again, coming out very beautifully, but the Witch Doctor, unfortunately, the situation he found himself in, he had to use the Voodoo Switcheroo. I actually misspoke a bit there. It wasn't a Witch Doctor ult, that was the Switcheroo, so he wasn't able to get the full rolling Witch Doctor ult, if you will. So again, another return smoke. Smokes have been used very commonly in this game. Hey? They've been very, very aggressive with that. And now, there you go. Doom immediately blinks forward. I don't know how he managed to get that sort of range, but now Dawnbreaker, she's going to come back in. She's going to immediately try and go bring down this Doom. Here comes the Naga ult, trying to break up this fight a little bit more. But now, with the joining between the Puck wall, they could be able to bring him down. There's another continuation, and they just slap this Doom down. No! Managed to get a stun off. Slows a bit of time, but now the heal's back, and a beautiful 4-man Dream Coil. We're going to be able to slow everybody down a bit. They're going to try and target down Dr. OG, and they will bring him a little bit of a TP. That's a dangerous situation. Oh dear.
Counted the stuns, but you missed one.
I tell you what,
very bad.
Faco probably could have made a diamond with how small his butthole got clenched there.
They are going for this tier 2 tower with that fight win, which, I mean, why would you?
Yeah, no, it's not an easy one. That was definitely a fight of, like, probably percentages. Puck manages to live with 100 damage and gets the 4-man Dream Coil.
I just want to point out, Puck died there, okay? Puck 100% died there. What saved her was Venge swapping her and giving her the shield.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't heal. You can't heal someone who's been duped, so the shield was the only thing that saved the Puck from
Do they have a
there.
Glimmer Cape on them somewhere? They do, yeah. There was a Glimmer Cape as well, because it's not pure damage anymore. If I'm not mistaken.
It is pure damage.
Oh, it is pure damage.
Pure
Okay.
damage.
I could have... Oh, okay, so it was the Venge shield itself that did it. Oh dear.
Yeah, you need to use the Holy Locket. Oh god, Arcane Rune on Puck.
Yeah. I've got to say, so far this game, us has definitely been in control. As, you know how Naga was 3rd or 4th on net worth for a while, right?
Yeah,
I think those days are
climbing
gone.
up those graphs. Climbing up those graphs. Manages to get Diffusal and Mantis Star up. Oh, there might be a fight here.
Yeah, bottom lane a lot lining up. Doom's going to be TPing in though, so they just still have to be careful. They've got themselves a decent enough lead now that they can start being a little bit cocky as a Maelstrom on Drow. Trying to catch up on that farm. I gotta say, this Drow's had a nothing game.
Is under attack.
I know it's a bit harsh to say, but unfortunately it really just has been one of those.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Well, her lane didn't go spectacularly, and then
Oh no, it did go spectacularly. It just went spectacularly poorly.
Tower has fallen.
yeah. Unfortunately, Drow's one of those heroes where like every single death you get sub 10 minutes is just it like compounds later on.
Yeah, it pushes you back very hard as they catch themselves the
Dire's
Tormentor.
tower is under attack.
Yeah. So
Outlier decides he wants to go home. And this is a thing that is now your life now. You are in TNG. You are going up against a Naga. You decide to leave lane for 5 seconds because you want to get Tormentor. This
Say
happens.
goodbye to like a third of your tower's health. Almost half. Yep. There you go.
Yeah. Very nice.
So if
And
Grimstroke
back to
had
farm.
more levels in Inkswell and Stroke of Fate, he could solo push lanes out against the Naga illusions.
Yeah. It looks like they've now decided, okay, we're going to
Oh.
divide up a little amongst lanes. As Doom needs to be very careful.
Never mind, I'm talking crap by the way. The Naga's got a pupil's gift.
Dire's
Ah, okay.
tower is under attack.
That's nice. People's Gift is my favorite Naga item, second tier. I
What are you
would
talking
I would
about? Yeah,
wager
why
and
is
say it's
that
fairly largely better than a lot of the tier 3s even.
What are you talking about, Steve? Why would you want an extra 300 HP on all your illusions?
Yeah. Plus the mana as Doom gets thrown out on the backline, manages to hunt himself down this puck, but again, Doom walking simulator. Now the Dawnbreaker, she's going to try and jump in with the stun. They're going to be able to slow down the Doom. Naga is here, will throw it out the net, slows things down a little bit. Now Grimstroke's here, manages to join them together, but there goes the double casket again, but I don't think it's going to do too much in the greater scheme of things, unfortunately. Voodoo Sutryu used to buy himself a little bit of time, but they know he's there, throws out the ult, tries to kill a little bit more, but now with the Pangalia rolling around the backline, manages to get himself an extra kill, and now the chase down will continue. As the Dream Coil was hold this entire time, they're going to be able to immediately bring down the Grimstroke, and I think this game is now all but over as they dive into the behind the tier 3s, and they're just going to eventually bring down Dr. OG, and that is a 5-for-1.
Definitely not getting out of there. That Naga ult just to make sure that the Witch Doctor's ult gets cancelled.
Yeah.
And the other two heroes actually can't retreat out of the situation they find themselves in, and then it's just a simple matter of mopping up.
Under attack.
Yeah. And now Naga's situation. They only lost the Treant in that position. Luckily, however, we're still early enough in the game. The respawn timers aren't
Tower is under
the end of the world. They aren't even going to lose a tier 3 for this, luckily, as Puck decides to go in, tries to get a bit of a free cheeky kill on the Grimstroke, but decides better of commitment now that the Doom is around. Speaking of Doom, though, he does have to be very, very careful. Venge does have swap up again.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any tank items to stop the damage that's coming through from FV.
He has 2 braces, and it's about to hit 25 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm talking like magic resist armor. He doesn't have anything. He is going a starting.
Yeah, okay.
Sheepers, sorry, Sheepers.
Veil of Discord on the Doom, by the way, which is a bit...
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it builds into Sheepers now, remember?
Yeah. And, yeah. Bit of a jump in going in on Pangalia there, but nothing immediately coming of it. With a bit of help, he manages to get himself out of there. Doom, once again, trying to frontline a bit. He's waiting on that. In 5 more seconds, he knows that he's about to double his investment on those braces, and everybody knows that that's really good. Look at that. He gains 210 health. What an investment.
I remember
Has fallen.
that one time, that one patch. I forget exactly when it was, but it was, you knew you were a poor support when your inventory at 25 minutes looked like brown boots 5 braces.
Oh, Doom. He's going to run himself out, manages to hunt down the Naga, and the Doom will be able to
Gets
be
the
thrown
Doom
out now.
on the Naga.
They are going to have to try and hunt down a little bit, though. Naga's still very, very tanky. I think they have the kill as Dawnbreaker comes out now, but the Doom's still being thrown out, and there comes the kill. Now on the backline, Puck manages to get the 4-man Dream Call on the rest of the team, but Rolling Thunder is now out. I think they may have overstepped their welcome now. Doom jumps forward. He manages to get another stun off. Very nice on that Puck, but I think Puck's probably just about out of their reach now. I think they have to accept that that's not going to be caught, and they got to turn back for the Stormbreaker. Meanwhile, back in bottom lane, however, there's a continued push of this tower as, oh my goodness, Stormbreaker just about annihilates Grimstroke. Manages to catch themselves 1 extra kill on the way down, and now Us, he jumps back in, wants to try and catch the Drow on the way down. Drow is juking around a little bit, unfortunately not going to be able to quite catch the silence with the phase shift. He's going to try and jump forward. Us, he's doing his dancing, and he's got some very good shoes on right now. The dancing is just about perfect. He's going to jump away, no! He will be able to caught just a little bit by the Pango, but I don't think Pango knows. And he's going to get himself out of there. Now, that fight went on long enough that I have no idea what the exact trade amount was. I think it was a 2 for 2 or 3 for 2.
They managed to kill the Naga, so it was definitely worth it. And while that was happening, the Venge was just hilariously out of position and was busy smacking a tower.
Okay, when we say smacking a tower, I would like to put some context in. That entire fight, Venge managed to do a grand total of not even 1,000 damage to this tower.
To the tower.
Every little bit helps.
I mean, it was the correct choice, okay?
Yeah, there wasn't exactly anything she could have done about it. They were about as far away as you can be from a TP point for Radiant.
Yeah. Like, if you find yourself in that position, it is the better choice to just push a lane and get what damage you can on objectives while the fight's going on.
This just feels so bad.
Oh dear.
You get to watch your friends all having a fun fight and you're just standing there smacking a tower for no particular reason.
Yeah. Tier 3 tower is down at top for the Dire, so they don't have any more refreshes on their reinforcement.
Yeah. Naga got the Radiance at home.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I want to explain that joke because I feel like it might be a little bit too much meme for some people. So Naga says, I want a Radiance, and the rest of the team says, no, we have Radiance at home. Radiance at home.
Cloak of Flames. Disperser did have an interesting change. I don't know if you saw it. It is
Yep.
now no longer AoE.
Yeah, but you can cast it on an enemy or an ally, and it will auto cast on you as well. As Dreamcore comes out once again, and oh my goodness! Grimstroke just gets absolutely deleted. And now with the Naga Sun coming out, they're going to try and jump forward here. Here comes a bit of a wombo combo, triple abilities, and now the Witch no, it doesn't. Well, the casket is going to keep cancelling the Triad ult. I don't think it's going to make any difference in the end, but oh boy. He was just rocking his squats, what can you say?
Yeah, I guess we finished Desolator before she jumped in.
Oh man. Fuck. I gotta say, Ars has definitely missed a man of the match for this game for me, hey? He's making plays out of pretty much nothing.
He does have the everyone gets attacked by Dream.
Double buyback now coming out. Oh no! And it looks like they're gonna be able to catch Ars on the backline. The follow up with the Rolling Thunder. Drow slapping him down. They're gonna be able to give that kill over to Mr. Fako, which he's going to desperately need. And continuing after the fact, they managed to catch himself a tree and protector as well.
He is going Mjolnir right now.
And they saved themselves a second lane of racks as well, almost definitely, possibly 3 with that buyback. So I think overall they're probably happy with that investment, but it never feels good to have to buy back in that position.
Yeah, they do have reinforcement in a minute.
Okay.
So they managed to buy themselves a little bit of time to try and stage a way to come back into this game. They do need to get pickles, high-value pickles, like they just did on the puck. Maybe if you can find the drone.
Just realized something.
Yes?
Count the towers.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Dire has managed to take a single one against a Tree Protector whose team has run away with the game. It's not that surprising.
I suppose it shouldn't be that surprising. Why do you have to make me sound like an idiot, Graham?
Oh my god, Dai hasn't taken a single tower. They're so far behind. Can they make it back in?
FU, and also the team FU are currently taking the taking Roshan as they give the they give the Aegis to us, which is probably the clever thing to do considering how balls to the wall he's been.
Yeah, also how in love with him Doom has been.
That too. Unfortunately, they've been able to just. Oh, he's running though. He is running. Do you commit the dream call, us? How much do you want to murder that support?
No,
okay, not that much, apparently.
He has the Ags. He wants to get a Mondo combo with it.
Yeah. It's a pity that you can't see tower healing done at the end of a game, because I would love to see that statistic. Oh no, they ping Doom on the map. Oh no, okay, he TP's out. Oh, his spidey senses were tingling big old time there, because they pinged basically on where he was on the map. And Pango does the same. Literally both of them, by the way, as I tried to tab to them to see where they were, they both TP'd back to their base. So there we go. Cool. Make me look like an idiot on camera.
Perfect timing.
God damn it, TNG. So a bit of free damage being done now to the Radiant, excuse me, the range Thrax. There is a lot of range clear though. You can see why Ice has to be as aggressive as he is, because with the combination of the Swashbuckle and the Drow arrow waves, they're able to just remove waves fairly quickly. But again, these Naga illusions, once again, smacking the racks, and just a bit of inevitability about the whole situation here. Drow, you are not in the right position, friend. You need to be a lot more careful than that.
Yeah, the big issue is the Drow had to go Mjolnir for the Wraith clear.
Yeah.
And it is kind of gimping her build.
You are out of position. So I'm saying, Drow, you really need to be careful there. There is still a Venge in this game, friend. As the wave goes out, I think he was about to commit there. But now Puck jumping in, going back on his favorite friend, the Grimstrike. He doesn't like seeing his face, so he figured the best way to deal with it is to just make it go away.
Venge has not got any cast range. Feels bad, man.
Yeah. Those ranged racks is not long for this world. I think one more wave of illusion should just about do it. Same thing can be said for mid tower. However, Drow starting to do enough damage though with once again. I feel like every time I look at Grimstrike, he's got a Puck breathing down his neck.
Good dodge by the Puck.
Yeah.
She has Aegis, but you don't want to use it off your own terms.
Yeah, the Drow does a fair amount of damage. Doom just decides, no, I'm done with this, and jumps straight in on top of the tree edge protector. But on the backline, Puck decides to re-engage on the backline, manages to bring down the Drow. There goes the Aegis. The follow-up by the Dawnbreaker manages to buy a little bit more time, but yeah, no, Dawnbreaker will go down for problems as well. And now here, Drow brought back in the silence. They're going to be able to bring down us as well. Little bit of an overstep there. Naga comes in, won't be able to save time just in time. Tries to TP out. Will he get some? No! He mistimes the illusion. He's going to go down probably for the end of this as well. If you have been so clinical for so long and they just throw it away.
Well, they don't throw it entirely away. They're still 14k ahead, but that fight went badly for them.
I see no situation where you ever give Drow multiple kills in a situation where you are this far ahead and it turns out well for you.
Yeah, they're going to have some planning in mind for how to finish this game, because while they were fighting there, the Naga did take out the last tower, but all the racks are exposed. So they either need to go in for a massive fight now that they know that the Drow doesn't have buyback, pick off the Drow, take off the towers, or they pull TNG kicking and screaming out of the base into a fight, and then take the towers that way, the barracks that way.
Just by the way, even though Drow bought back, she still gained 600 gold as on the backline. Once again, Dr. OG finding himself a free kill, but he will go down in return for it. And I think that was his buyback death. Yes, so he gets himself a tree and protector and then goes down. So he's Yeah. He's gone for a while.
2
unfortunately.
minutes. So
We
this
have
is a
one
dangerous
bar
number.
back in this game at the moment. There's a fair amount that need gold as Grimstroke. Here we go again, boys!
Okay, now with 2 heroes down, this is the window that...
Yeah, they have 70 seconds. And, did I say 70 seconds as Witch Doctor gets himself clapped by the Tormentor? That was bad.
Yeah. He has a phase shift, but I don't know what happened.
Now Doom jumps in. He's going to BKB, so he won't be able to go to sleep just yet. But I think he was maybe a little bit over-eager because the rest of the team's not around just yet. There goes the swap. Going to try and buy a little bit of time for the puck. I don't think it would have been enough damage anyway to kill her, but I suppose trying to keep her as healthy as possible for the next fight, inevitably that will come. Somehow Doom manages to get away with his life. I think he definitely needs to thank Gaben for the existence of BKB though.
Yeah, managing to walk away with the Naga sign
Whoop.
still going on.
Naga doing some cute plays as Dawnbreaker once again jumps in, and there's another beautiful Dream Coil on the back, and immediately both the supports are dead. And now with the net coming out, they're going to be able to hold Doom in place a little bit. He's doing a fair amount of damage, and with the Dawnbreaker, they are going to be able to heal up though. Drow needs to be very careful. BKB through that, managed to hand out a fair amount of damage, but I think with us diving down his neck once again with a bit of a follow-up from Dawnbreaker, they will be able to bring him down. And now it looks like Pango, having only just respawned, he's going to Rolling Thunder, try to kill a bit of time, but the GG is called. And FU,
That's unfortunate.
apart from 1 or 2 oversteps, managed to close that one out.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate misplay at the end there by TNG. The Doom came out just a bit too early for the rest of the team to capitalize on it. And, well, you saw what happened.
Yeah.
Rolled up like a carpet.
Having a look at the scoreboard though, I feel like there were 2 sets of footprints in the sand. That's probably a bit disingenuous. The supports were playing so well for FU, but I tell you what, us and Man with a Van just had an absolutely beautiful game.
He made that Grimstroke's life a living hell. Let me tell you, I've been on the other end of that as the support, and God, do those games not feel good.
Yeah, no, when you just literally are walking around and it's like, why is there a puck-shaped shadow following me everywhere? I don't understand. Well, I tell you what though, in the greater scheme of things, I think that was probably as well as us did in that game, there was definitely a mismatch in draft.
Yeah. Again, the problem I can see in the drafts is just TNG has no mobility.
Yeah. They had no way to deal with the fact that there was a puck and a Dawnbreaker climbing into them over and over again.
Yeah. No save, no mobility. You need either save or mobility, and you know what? That's why Venge constantly gets picked, because she's both.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what though, that as far as an opener, that was a